around 2020 the pandemic happened, but there was also an epidemic when it comes to mental health. There was mentally transmitted diseases that was getting passed around during that whole entire time. And that has to do with the red pill, the black pill, that manosphere type stuff right there. Because that has fried so many guys' mental health, has checked so many guys out of dating, has made dating way much more harder than what it is, what made it much more, it's making it much more difficult to go ahead and talk to girls, which is helping other dudes out because if they're not consuming that stuff, there's not that many guys willing to talk to girls because they're so stuck on social media. They're consuming multiple things on social media. They're worrying about a cancel tilt. They're worrying about mewing and stuff like that. If you're not worrying about that stuff, you're gonna end up. It's gonna be so much more easier to go ahead and talk to girls. You're gonna have way much more girls to talk to. But so many guys' mental health has got fried. My mental health has got legitimately fried when it came to me trying to go ahead and talk to girls. It's hard to go ahead and talk to girls when you're not insecure about your height. You're insecure about your facial structures. You're insecure about your meat size. You're insecure about your race. Like especially when it comes from more like Indian people in India, bro. That stuff has fried their mental health, man. Fried their mental health. Fried. And that does not get talked about enough. There is so many that disease right there is still in guys' minds, and it's 2024 now. Like that black pill, red pill area, that stuff is done. Realistically, it's done, and it's still ruining guys' mental health. If you're trying to go ahead and try to go ahead and talk to girls. It's really harder to go ahead and do. If you're trying to go ahead and socialize, it's harder to go ahead and do. When you go into the gym, because that's a self improvement thing to go ahead and do. To go to the gym to go ahead and work on your body. That's a red pill thing too, black pill thing too. Bro, you're going into the gym and just comparing yourself to every single dude on there, man. Like you're doing it on social media. If you're got into the black pill stuff, their face rating stuff, like every single guy that you watch on social media, you're comparing your face to them. Are you comparing yourself to me right now? Are you critiquing me right now? Are you saying that I have many flaws and many problems? Like the whole entire dating realm is just completely toxic when it comes to on social media, when it comes to going and cold approaching and stuff like that. So many guys are worrying about dudes' stats, worrying about dudes' height, worrying about dudes' facial structures. Like this is why it's becoming much more difficult to go ahead and do. And it's destroying you in a subconscious way, man. There's so much more self doubt in yourself. Like a lot of it's, when we first didn't get exposed to that, maybe we had some basic insecurities like blushing, stuttering, not knowing what to say. But now you're insecure about so many more other things. And when people hear insecurities, they click off the video for some reason because that just tends to go ahead and offend people. You have became insecure, man, and you don't even know or realize that the damage that this stuff was doing. And since this stuff is quote unquote self improvement content, you're gonna end up consuming because you think that it's good for yourself. And some of you guys know that consuming that the black pill stuff is not good for your mental health, but you consume it anyways because it's questioning your self value, it's questioning your self worth. Am I good enough for society? Am I good enough to ask out that crush that I like? When it came to me trying to ask out the girl that I liked back in college a couple semesters ago, the year prior to that, during my gap year, I was watching a lot of red pill, black pill stuff. That was one as I was peak, 2022, 2023, at its peak. I was watching that stuff daily, daily. And when it came to me going out into a social situation, things became much more difficult because I was caring about dudes' height. I was looking at dudes. I was looking at the sports teams at my college, comparing. Oh, this guy is 6 something. This guy's 6 something. He might go for my girl and junk like that. It just ruins your life. You become insecure by so many random things. So many random things. It's everywhere on social media. And the unique problem with this as well is that it ends up ruining your perception when it comes to other dating content. So like in Phil Cole approach, if it's dating advice from non-red pill, black pill uh, content creators, your perception is ruined when you're trying to go ahead and watch those people, because when you go into the comment sections is probably what ends up firing their mental health the most. It's always the comment sections. The video, yeah, it could do a little bit of damage, but the comment sections is really what gets you, man. Because you go to the comment sections, then you go into the Reddit forums. It, it just becomes completely fried, and because everyone's saying that this is the truth, this is the way to live right, live life. Of course, there is some truth in these quote unquote truths, but they're not truth. They're not. Of course, there is true things in the truth, but it's not a truth. It's not the way to live life, man. Like, your looks are not everything in life, man. Of course, you need to take care of yourself. You need to take care of your grooming. You need to take care of your hygiene. You need to try to go figure out a haircut that fits your face shape. Learn your face shape. Learn what will groom. Learn a perfect beard for yourself. Do those things, and so many people take that out of context. So you have you have two spectrum. You have a spectrum saying, "Oh, taking care of yourself, that's zesty," which at some point, some there's like this black pill, there's like this stuff. It kind of is. I'm not gonna lie. Um, people won't go ahead and admit that. But on the other hand, there's other perspective like that. You taking care of yourself is not gonna end up improving yourself. There's so much fried stuff in here, man. It's not good for your mental health. And so many guys' mental health is fried from that era of self-improvement. It's, I, I don't like to categorize it with self-improvement, but it's categorized with self-improvement. It distinguished, it harmed the good things of self-improvement, like taking care of your mental health, getting better habits, eating well, sleeping well. It destroyed those things because now people are perceiving those things in a bad light. Oh, self-improvement is now bad for me. No, you consume the wrong things, unfortunately, and you got diseases in your mind that is harming you from actually going ahead and self-improvement, from you actually taking the opportunity to go ahead and improve yourself. That era has destroyed so many guys' mental health, and of course you have the dudes who are still kind of grabbing on that era a little bit. It's a new era in self-improvement. Um, the black pill, the red pill, that era's done, man. There's just so much stupid stuff in there. So many guys got. So many people got gypped. It's a whole different era now, man. And I'm actually liking the new era of self-improvement. And hopefully you're able to overcome some of these mental liabilities, these mental diseases in your mind.